It's a stadium known for its design, its noise, and a fan base so passionate. Brock, you know this firsthand. They've retired a jersey number for them. Welcome, everybody, to Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today, it's an exciting battle of NFC teams between the Green Bay Packers and the Seattle Seahawks. For some, the final chapter of the season. For others, a final week before the playoffs. And we're off in Week 18. He spins right by him. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready,
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Back-to-back carries here. Space on the right. He's got room. Into the red zone. It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers take a 6-0 lead right away. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
That one splits the uprights. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. From the gun, Milrow. It is caught left side. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response. Right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Packers take over on his 5th interception of the season. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with a pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Back to the well again. Well, that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done?
Panther 11. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Air it out on third. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Okay, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that third down stop.
And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10.
Ready?
First call here coming from the shotgun. Back to work after throwing the pick. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Andrew Cooper takes it away. And the Packers getting back on his 6th interception of the season. Now in that spot, Brock, I think his first priority is just getting a throw of some kind of way and avoiding the safety, right?
Yeah, no question about it, Kate. And I know it's so easy for us up here in this comfy booth, armchair quarterback, but you can't ever relax when you're reading the coverage just because you're worried about taking a safety. You still got to stand, you got to deliver, and you got to take care of the football.
And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown. They broke out the design, run from there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, KQB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right, an extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
70 Lions. 19 Lions. Go.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. He connects with the rookie from LSU. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Pick up of 17. And that gives the Seahawks the first. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Milrow with it on first. It's it complete to Kenneth Walker. Gets it to the 15. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
Ready, set.
That's another Seahawks first down.
Let's go. Dragon 60.
First and goal at the
19,
2-yard line.
79 Broncos. Let's go.
Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
The 3-yard line.
Come on, come on.
Shotgun now for Milrow. That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that brings up 3rd and goal. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Seahawks lower the deficit to a single possession. Jackson Smith and Jigba with a touchdown. The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Seahawks cut the lead in half. It's down to 7. The The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Has this at the 6. And he's going to take this return out of bounds. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
Ready.
Off the play fake. Here's Richardson. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he just hooks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually the only option left was to throw it away.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing from the pistol, Richardson. He's going to push one deep down the right. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Quarterback of his renowns, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
18, Rodley. 18,
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Finds a man right side. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he could transform a short completion into a big play.
Gets it ahead, lines up with about 3. Quincy Riley up to make that stop.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
let's go.
They give it to him again. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Here we go.
Man in motion out of the slot.
19.
Richardson on 3rd. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready.
Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10.
Ready.
Off the play fake, Milrow. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Let's go now. Ready.
2nd and 10, Milrow to throw. He fires one deep down the left. That finds him deep down the sideline. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Come on. Set. Cowboy 80.
1 quarter done, 3 to go in this battle of elite teams. The Packers on top early. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. They have it 2nd down, well inside of field goal range.
60 Bobcats. Warriors, 70. Ready.
Joe Lowe from the gun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this. Trying for it with Milroe. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up for the 1st and goal.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation, when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes throwing into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, you came up with a big-time catch.
You're just 1 yard, I think, on the run. Still some work to do here on 2nd and goal.
Mustang, knock 2. 60 inch. Go.
Here's Milroe to throw. Buys time, rolling right.
All right, we'll call that one a drive. He escapes, quarterback does. He avoids taking the sack. He's also denied a gain of any kind.
Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal.
Ready. 19, 3. 19 tight. Buffalo 18.
3rd and long for him here. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
Even the best of them could be hurrying into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Offense staying on the field from a bit of a distance here. They're going for it on 4th and goal.
Ready.
They're going to try to throw for it. He takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks face a 4-point deficit. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks cut it to a field goal game. Set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Starting from the 5. Showing a little burst so far. And they'll be happy about where they're about to take the field. He's up to the 35 on the return. nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Check, man. Come on. Set. Ready.
Give now to the running back. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock it behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. They fake the handoff. Now Richardson. Headed out right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Big trouble now, and the ball is out. But it looked like the Packers were able to cover it. No turnover, they keep possession. Well, they scrambled back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got 4th down coming up. Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. With how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now, well, now they got to be special. Picked up at the 38. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Rowe looking to throw. Hits his running back. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field. That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield. That's him on the quick hitter. This play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Dragon 16.
27-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Complete out to the right side. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate. From the gun, Milroe. And this is going to fall incomplete. He made a call for the end zone there, but nobody picked up on the other end. Now it's 3rd down. Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs. There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains. So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. More from Lumen Fields coming right up. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Check smash. 60 Bison.
Walker now from the gun. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever. Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks get some late points and the lead. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with. Right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
First down 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Okay,
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. First and 10.
come on, reload, liking, hey, go!
Lone back gets the handoff. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll give the Packers the first. One play in, and they are already close to midfield. First down, and they go right back to him. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Forced out to his right. Short pass caught by his tight end. And this one only manages the yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be third down.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Here's a nickel look by the Seahawks. Third down.
Go! 18, find it, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
He'll air it out on third. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this fourth down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're first to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So from a mile away, they'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. And this will remain a 4-point game.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw, swatted away by the defense.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Throwing here just before halftime. Looking downfield, snagged by Arroyo. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up first and goal. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Milrow now to throw. And the Packers are all over it. He goes down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Okay, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
Going again, and he goes down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with third down.
One thing you learn about NFL halftimes, Kate, is they're a lot quicker than the college game. You got to make your adjustments in a hurry, and boy, has this defense. Back-to-back sacks, setting up what could be a very quick 3 and out, and an early boost in the second half.
And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
He's brought down before the return gets far. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. He put everything he had into this one. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. And saw to that. That incompletion means it's second down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2, it could have gone the other way.
Looking right, and he finds him. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz, and he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, it kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself, or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. All right, working from the gun to starts. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Milrow. Short pass brought in. It's a race down the right side. All the way, touchdown Seattle. The Seahawks now lead by 10. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores, makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And that's out of bounds all the way across the 45, very nearly to midfield.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Check mash, check mash. Come on, come on.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Let's go now. Hook nice. Street, street.
Richardson fires quickly out wide. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
The Seahawks opting for a 5th DB nickel set for this third down play.
Here we go. Set. 60 broadcast. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Trying to find his tight end. So that brings up 4th and long. The Packers send out their punting unit. And he's been getting all of it every time out. The punt's away, and this one looking good. Angled this one for the sideline. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Ready.
To throw. Here's Milrow. Completed to his running back. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Throwing here, Milrow. Called in by Arroyo on the right side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
1st and 10 from the 32.
32-yard line.
And off to Walker from the gun. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB's going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Come on. Cougar 19. Ready.
Now it's Milrow. Complete out to the right. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
3rd down here, need 8 on the play.
79, here we go. 18, Robert.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, Kate, with the game that they've put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
At their own 32-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 32.
Let's go.
Plowing up the middle. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Richardson back to throw. Oh, trying forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot with a really nice return. Yeah, he had designs on doing the scoring for him, too. One more move, and he might have broken it for 6.
Walker on 1st down. And that carry only gets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. The Seahawks have the football, up a couple of scores to start the 4th quarter. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Ready? Crack all 80.
Staying with Walker. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Seahawks will try to kick as they send the field goal unit onto the field. A very short kick here from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that extends their lead to 14.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. Touchdown to field goal's not going to get it done anymore.
Has this at the 6. He's brought down just inside the 25.
Ready, set.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They get 23 on that one. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, you know, the best of them take advantage of it.
Ready.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Come on, come on. Hit. Back to 60, back to 60.
Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
Now 3rd and 5.
Now Richardson to throw. He's got a screen to the running back. He has the 1st and still going past the 35. And he has this all the way down to the 29-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll give the Packers the 1st.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's not going to get the 1st. Need it real close, though. Timmy Brown gets a gain of 5, 3rd down coming up.
Humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up. They said with that sack in mind, Brock, we all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the fourth.
79 Broncos, Viking 18.
Desperation time here on fourth. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their man was forced. Brock had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Drive begins with a walker run. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8, 2nd down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
70.
That's complete right side. Inside the 30. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Seahawks stretch their lead to 21. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
Quick toss. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. And leave some shuffled around here in the playbook. I'm a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Sending him on the dive. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8.
70 Timberwolves.
Throw here, 3rd down. He's got his man. This is Kraft. And in a blink, they are out to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. The Packers take their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end, and they give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger game.
A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks have it now on his 8th pick of the year.
The first down pass.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down.
Take over 1st and 10.
Ready.
It's a design run for Milrow. So it's a win for the Seahawks. Well, Brock, the playoffs didn't materialize for them this year, but at least they were able to rally together here in this final week and close the campaign out with a victory.
Yeah, you know, once those playoffs are out of the picture, your focus really becomes building some hope for next season. Ending things on a good note and getting people excited about your tape and what's to come in the future. And in this win, we certainly saw some of those moments that make me excited to see them chase the playoffs next season.
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Seahawks winners as we say so long from Seattle.
Take that pain, pass it down like bottles on the wall. Mama said her dad's to blame, but that's his daddy's fault. Oh, there's no one left to call. You stay up counting down the days till you make your escape, but you're afraid you cannot run what's running through your veins. Oh,